The Trump administration says any international students currently or looking to study at Harvard University will be prohibited from the institute. Current students under the F1 or J1 non-immigrant status will have to transfer to another university to maintain their visa. This is after Donald Trump withdrew over $2 billion in federal funding from Harvard University. Joining me now is Democrat strategist Jim Kessler, who'd previously advised Senator Chuck Schumer. Thanks so much for your time, Jim. Of course, Australians will be caught up in this as well, not to get too parochial, but we're talking about thousands of international students. What's behind this decision?
Vengeance. I mean, he is just going after elite institutions. He doesn't like them. This presidency is as much about vengeance as about moving his agenda. I think a lot of Americans are baffled why he's doing this. If he wants to be dean of a university, he should have run for dean, not for president. I think this is an abuse of presidential power, but this is part of his culture wars that he's having in America. I don't think this will work well for him, but this is a problem for every elite college and university in America, not just Harvard.
Do you think well, obviously you don't think it just stops at Harvard. Who might be next?
Well, Columbia will certainly be next. And I mean, I think he feels this way about almost every elite university where they feel people there are Democrats, liberals, pro-climate change, to just have a much more liberal agenda, and he's going after them. And, vengeance is part of his makeup, and that's what we're seeing.
Wow. So this obviously has a chilling effect on the students already there. There is a large international cohort as well. I mean, Harvard's got an international reputation, as does Columbia. But this, no doubt, has a chilling effect on the funding as well. Is that what he's trying to get to?
Definitely. So, American colleges and universities are expensive, but one of the ways that they keep costs down is every foreign student who comes to a U.S. college pays full tuition. And that's a lot of students. And in a lot of schools, that's 20% of the students. So if you can knock that out from colleges and universities, it really hurts their finances. And he wants to twist their arms so that he can get them to do what he wants them to do. I believe the courts will strike this down. This is such an abuse of power, but this is what Donald Trump does. It's chaos.
Yeah, but that takes time to go through the court system, right? And in the meantime, those students will have to make a call.
They'll have to make a call. And, if they can't find another place to go, and believe me, it's limited where you can go. You have to leave the country. You're out of this country. Your visa is revoked.
Wow. I wonder if they're, and look, I know our ambassador there in Washington, Kevin Rudd, is trying to figure out what this means for the thousands of Australian students that are studying at American universities. But surely there's some kind of way to adapt to an online offering. So, if they're halfway through their course, they can somehow finish it.
Well, most semesters are over now in the U.S. They end sometime in May. So this is really about September. And you have to make those adjustments there. And look, I think we had online courses for COVID. The thing about college is you want to be there. You want the entire experience. And look, for America, the college and university system is one of the great assets we have because people come to this country, they learn here, they stay here, they start businesses here. It's one of the reasons why the American economy is so strong. This is the goose that lays the golden egg, and he's smashing those eggs. Well,
I should note before I let you go, Jim, that the mega bill has just passed the House. This has got a whole lot of budget cuts in it, and Republicans passed it in the House. What does this mean?
So this is a big step for Trump and his agenda. This is a win for them. I'd say they're a third of the way there. Now it's got to go through the Senate, and then it gets conferenced between the House and the Senate into one big, beautiful bill, as they call it. I'm not sure this bill is going to be that popular. The hallmarks of it does include some middle-class taxes, which the middle class will like, but it also includes big tax breaks for the wealthy, huge cuts in Medicaid, which is an important healthcare program for tens of millions of Americans, and $3 trillion in new deficit spending. So the spin wars on this one is going to be fierce.
Yes, it will be. Jim, good to talk to you as always. You never know what we'll be talking about next week. Harvard wasn't on my bingo card, but we will see.
Me neither.
Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, it's certainly
Thank
worrying
you.
for those thousands of international students, of which many of them are Australian, studying at Harvard University.